so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff looking right. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Here's 2nd and a yard. On play action, they'll throw. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. A big play that time for Cleveland.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now here's a throw that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Here's Carter. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I get the thought process. Third and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 15. First down, Broncos.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Browns' 32-yard line.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. This is the tight end fan. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's #4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll set up a throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 45 yards rushing for him now and just 6 carries to this point.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
First and goal from the 3. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. He's miles away and smiling.
And happy. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now left side on the swing pass. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
catch made by Slayton. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that'll be incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll drop the throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on third down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on third down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. To throw. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got him in, complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. He's got his tight end fan, and he will have a Broncos first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll look to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Back to throw here. That ball caught by Slayton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. He'll look to throw. And brought down
before they're inside the 25. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. That will be their third and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So that not just important to the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Noah Fant, 83 yards. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And I think the Broncos have it. They do. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, it's Williams. And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught at the 20. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but that you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.